This is my personal review of the Nissan X-trail Dci 1.6 4x4 that I owning for 6 months now. And yes, I will go through all the specs and features and what I like and don't like about this car. Let's go straight in it. One of the first things that I like about this car is the actual look. Yes, this car was presented in the 2014 and actually got a slight redesign at 2017, and it was built up to 2021 and some models are also 2022. So we had an around 6 to 7 year lifespan and actually went through one minor redesign and also some little changes into the exterior and interior. The reason that I went for this 1.6 Dci manual is that actually this would combine also with the 4x4 and actual selectable modes. If you went for the CVT 1.6 Dci, you couldn't have that option to actually have the 4x4. You could actually opt for the higher spec level motor 2.0 Dci 175 PS, and then you could have a 4x4 combined with the CVT. Well, I'm pretty glad that I went with this 6-speed manual, because they say a lot of problems with the CVT, and if you don't actually service it right, you could get pretty much in troubles and actually get an CVT fail. So yes, if you're opting for a CVT, just make sure that you have it serviced well and actually the service history from the previous owner. I don't have this problem. This is an exquisitely well-built 6-speed manual. This model is in late 2016, actually firstly registered here in Croatia in 2017. And I bought it with 146,000 kilometers. Now it has around 156,000 kilometers. And it looks still pretty fresh and new for a model that actually went out more than 10 years ago. I was searching for a great family hauler SUV that would actually be able to go some slightly off-road adventures. And yes, I made the right decision. Also, I made and actually fitted this car with a 2-inch lift kit and some 80 tires, the General Grabbers 83s. And for these videos, I have a separate 2 video actually made just for this section of this car. And they will be popping up right now on this part of the video, or actually you can find them linked in the description, and you can check out all the specs and actually what have I done to make this Nissan X-trail off-road worthy. In the States, they call this model the Nissan Rogue. Well, here we call it the Nissan X-trail and mid-sized SUV. Well, here in Europe it's pretty big for our roads. And yes, I live in Croatia, Rijeka, a town similar to any smaller Italian town, so we'll understand smaller and tight spaces to actually fit and actually pass with your car. So yes, this is a big SUV for the European standards. One thing that I really like about this family SUV is actually the wide opening door, almost 90 degrees for the back. So this means just one thing: I can throw in my kids in the morning and then straight to the kindergarten in 5 seconds, driving like a maniac, so I have 8 hours of peace. And also I don't mind to have a great wide opening, so I can sit comfortably inside, do my business. When going for a used Nissan X-trail, I would recommend you just one thing: go for the Mach spec option, because you will be getting and paying slightly more, and you'll get just a lot of awesome features, just like this electric tailgate, so it's easier to actually put everything inside. And this is a really big boot space. It's around 560 liters, but yes, if you don't have the 7-seat option, and also if you remove this spacer, you will be able to throw in a lot of stuff. And also, if you are measuring up to this, you are also getting around 700 liters. Yes, it's a big wide opening, and one little thing, the seats slide in and out, so yes, you can get even more space and actually stuff on the back. Yes, you can slide them back and forth pretty substantial amount and give much more space on the back. This is a really great and nice feature to have. When going for a full spec model, yes, you will get electric seats, and they're pretty pretty comfortable, and you can adjust them pretty much in any way you want. Also on the driver's side you will get lumbar support and the complete functions, just a press of a switch. And this is actually also an heated seat, low and high. This model is called like an Tecna Plus model. It will get all the bells and whistles that you could actually purchase in late 2016. Also sat-nav, radio, CD, and also you have the 360 camera view with the actual park assist function. Talking about the infotainment system, well, this is a 10-year-old infotainment system, but yes, you can actually get the updates for the maps. And yes, I have updated it with the latest Nissan Connect V3 map V7 Europe from 2023, actually August of 2023, so I have all the maps and roads updated, even if I don't actually use this satellite navigation, but I'm using my smartphone. Also, you can check and actually select your camera view with 360 view and also go for the park assist. Well, now the park assist will only work when actually turn on the car. And also you have the radio and DAB options with actual Bluetooth connection. Now I have my OnePlus 10 Pro connected, CD, and also Bluetooth audio, so you can actually stream from your YouTube. Also here you have all the info and actual apps, but this is not working anymore, Facebook and online search. Also you can go for the night, auto and daytime mode. I also like to switch it on auto. When standing, this steering wheel is actually pretty light, and also when I'm driving faster, the steering stiffens a lot and actually helps you out managing these curves and going faster. Another thing about this car is actually ease of use and actual maneuverability, because you have the built-in 360 cameras with the backup camera, and also you can select the various modes and cameras that you want to watch if you want to actually get an point of view for the selected 4 cameras around. And this is really helpful in town and also when going off-road like me, so you can actually check if you are near close some rocks or actually some other stuff that might in your way and actually damage your vehicle. I'm 185 centimeters long, and yes, I can get pretty comfortable on my sitting position and actually driving position without any problems. And also I would actually advise for tall people, this is the perfect car. You can actually adjust the height and the complete section of this seat, and you have so much room left on your head to actually fit comfortably in this X-trail. Just at the seat position to my front driving side, well, look at how much space I have in the back. Actually about 10 to 15 centimeters in front of my knees. Pretty good amount of space, and also pretty comfortable with a lot of more room for my head to sit in. One thing that I don't like about this car is actual levers to open up and fill up my tank. Actually a 90s style car, and this car was designed in 2014. Another thing that I don't like about this great wide leather interior is actual steering wheel can get pretty consumed and actually lose that shininess and change color on this part here, because actually it's also exposed more to the sun. So take note that you will have some actual things to consider when going for a wide leather interior. Another thing to consider when going for this model here or for this lineup of the X-trail, the switches don't light up in dark, or actually they are not illuminated, just the window for the driver, and that's also just that it's automatic. The other ones are not push and they will not go down, so you'll have to hold them up and down all together. Just the driver's side is illuminated and auto up and down. One thing that I like is actually a generous front glove compartment. Actually it's pretty spacious and you can fit inside a lot of stuff. And in full glory, the 1.6 Dci 130 horsepower. Somebody will say, well, that's not so much horsepower for this almost 1.7 ton SUV, but actually it had a pretty good momentum, about 320 Newton meters, and actually drives pretty fast also on the highway, and actually don't have any problems overtaking some normal traffic speeds, and also it's quiet and comfortable on the highway. Sometimes in the morning and cold mornings you will hear the start and knocking noise of the chain. Actually it's pretty normal and you shouldn't bother by that. Yes, just like everybody, this has a start-stop function, and it will switch off your engine when standing still for more than 10 seconds. Yes, I hate it, but that's what it is even in 2014, 15 or 16. So yes, these cars are standard with the start and stop function. On the back you'll find the vents with the control if you want to be ventilated or actually heated or chilled or not. There is nothing else behind it. No USB-C, USBs, because, well, USB-C in that years weren't a thing. Talking about the front console, well, on the lower part you'll find a 12-volt socket and also USB-A with an aux port. And just remember, this USB is just for transferring files or actually connected to your smartphone, and it will charge, but it's really low power, and yeah, you will need about 6 to 7 hours to charge your phone. So it's actually recommending to get a 12-volt power plug and charge it from there. One thing that I really like about the Nissan X-trail is the actual 4x4 mode. Yes, there is a switch where you can control the complete functions, and it's called All Mode 4x4i. Two-wheel mode, so just front power, auto, it will actually send up to 50% power on the back, and also lock functions also already and always 50% power on the back. And most of the times I am driving in two-wheel mode, and when I'm doing slightly off-roading or actually some harder off-roading, I am auto and mostly never in lock mode. And for all the off-road features and off-road stuff that I built in this car, you can actually go to my links in the description and check them out there. This is the actual main gauge cluster, and you have a lot of settings that you can choose, just like the speed, and also check the actual 4x4 working straight from the actual screen. And yes, tire pressures when you're driving, they will appear here, Bluetooth audio, traffic sign recognition, and the fuel economy. As you can see right now, my complete fuel economy doing some city driving, off-road driving is 7.4 liters at 100 kilometers. And that's actually a pretty good score. This part right here, well, you have a big storage space for your glasses, and also the push tilt button for the sky view option that goes down and goes that like that. And also you have the selecting options for your lighting setup inside your X-trail. Yep, this is one push and it will open itself completely. Another thing that I'm not really fan of is the actual electric parking brake. Well, today's in these cars it's pretty standard, but well, I really don't like it, but it is what it is. Also, this car has keyless entry. Yes, you don't have to actually have your keys put anywhere, just in your pocket, and then just pressing this button you can lock it and unlock it. Pretty nice feature. To mention also, you have actual automatic folding mirrors. Well, they're not automatic, you have to actually press a button, and there is no other way to fold them. So pressing a button, they will fold. Yes, there are no other functions like key or actually switch to ignition. One of the great advantages to getting a used Nissan X-trail is that you can get it actually fully spec'd, and you will pay slightly more than the base variant. And this is what I mean. You have a completely sky roof opening up to actually make more light inside, and also there's another thing. Yes, the sky roof opens, and it opens pretty wide. Yep, so fresh air inside, no problems. Let's turn it back and let's go straight for a drive, because we are on a rocky mountain road. Now I'm doing some harsh terrain, because yes, you can actually use this X-trail also off-roading, slightly light off-roading, or well, maybe actually go for an adventure if you do like me and lift kit it with 2 inches of flat ground. And also I put on the General Grabbers 83 tires that give me much more traction on this rocky terrain going through the mountains. Yes, looks like we can do a lot with this thing. There you go, guys, this was my personal insight of the Nissan X-trail that I bought for my family. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I will be happy to answer all of them. And don't forget to subscribe, because yes, just a thumbs up and subscribe will help me out do a lot more videos like that and actually build a great community around it, and also help you guys to get a nice car and actually watch my videos. Thanks for watching.